Pokemon Deck Check, I would be Pokedad. And, you know what? I'm tired of hearing, where's Granbull, where's Granbull, where's Granbull. So, I did my homework, started playing it again, and it's not an expert Granbull list. This is probably a junior equivalent Granbull deck. Okay, that's just where I'm at with the deck. Okay, I don't like playing it, but if I am gonna play it, then I have to build it to where I don't have to think so much. I know that sounds bad, but when I play Pokemon, I'm wanting to play for fun, have fun. I don't want to sit there and just have to feel like I need a doctrine to play the deck, okay? I like Venusaur, where just heal, attach, pass, heal, attach, pass, then do an attack, okay? I like relaxing decks. This deck is not relaxing. However, I have built it to where it is somewhat, just a sliver bit of relaxing. So, with that in mind, here's the list. 4 Snubbull, 4 Granbull, 2 Slugs, 2 Smooth Overs, 2 Instruct Monkeys, Pidgeotto, and Ditto. Okay, so obviously 4/4 line of our main attacker. We want Smooth Over to get what we need on top to get our hand down to 0. Oranguru, but there's going to be muck everywhere. Come on. If you don't think that there's going to be muck everywhere going into team up to shut down Jirachi and everything else, so you got to play Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is actually super good in this deck because you can put a dead card to the bottom, leave a good one on top in your hand after you smooth over, so you can get exactly what you need. Same effect. And a lot of the time, you know, Oranguru will give you extra cards that you may not need, and then you can't get rid of them. So this is actually a really good consistency booster, and you're going to see a lot of the choices I made for this deck is to help the consistency of my playstyle with this deck, okay? If I was going to build an expert level deck, then I probably would have Zeb Striker, okay? Zeb Striker works to counter Muck, but again, you're gaining more cards than you actually want. Me, I'd rather just smooth over for whatever and then use Pidgeotto's ability to grab that one card rather than smoothing over for a card and then Zeb Striker into it. So, this works better for me. It may not work better for you because your skill with Granbull may be way up here, whereas my skill with Granbull is way down here. But with these card options, card selection, card choices that I've made, it moves my skill with the deck up quite a bit. So keep that in mind because you're going to see a lot of weird options probably. And you know what? Y'all wanted Granbull, so doing Granbull my way. That's what it comes down to. There's other ways to play it, expert ways, but this is my way. 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 3 Great Ball, 1 Timer, 1 Mysterious Treasure. So lots of options. I love the Timer Ball with it. You already play Apricorn Maker, so you can grab Timer Ball and get your whole evolutions. Pidgeotto, Macargo, Granbull. I mean, so much value with Timer Ball, honestly. Mysterious Treasure, sometimes to just discard 1 card to go down to 0. All this stuff is optimized to get your hand down to 0. So, your main consistency there, 4 and 4. So that's your forms of search. Now we go on to other items. Damage modifier, 3 choice band. Moving around out of the active, couple switches. Because Granbull does have 3 retreat cost. Then a couple rescue stretchers, get them back. Pal pad, and a dumbbell. Dumbbell's pretty good because a lot of stuff can hit the 130. So if you can have him Granbull take 2 hits, that's pretty darn good. So it's a nice little tech. So keep that in mind. I feel like everything else is pretty standard there, nothing crazy. Supports, nothing new there. You're gonna play 4 Apricorn, 3 Guzma, 2 Diantha. That's your teammates. Pretty good. And we do gain a new Bills analysis. Look at the top 7 and grab 2 trainer cards among that you see there. That's pretty good for grabbing a couple nest balls, ultra balls, or whatever to help thin your hand down. So Bill's bringing a lot of value to the table, and he's been studying Granbull too, it looks like, since he's in that book with a pencil in his mouth. So me and him are trying to figure this deck out together. So there we have it. Stadiums. Let's go into that. Why not make it so our opponent struggles to one-shot our Granbull, huh? To where they have to add more energy to it, spend more resources trying to get the knockout on our one prize. That seems pretty good, huh? And then here we go with the Pokedad card. Viridian Forest. Yes, I know it should be Shrine. Okay? I get it. But for me, personally, to play this deck, I like Forest. I can discard a card. And you know what? A lot of times it gets you the energy that you're searching for, because there's been times where I'm needing the energy and I can't find it. So you smooth over and then you Rangaroo and then you get 2 energies or something right there in your hand. So this just eliminates all that, boosts the consistency. Yeah, I'm a noob for playing it, but you know what? Y'all wanted Granbull, and so this is Granbull. This is Pokedad Granbull right here. So I like the Viridian Forest. It makes my life easier, makes me think less on this deck. Next we have 4 and 3. A lot of lists currently are only playing 6, but to me that doesn't make a lot of sense, because you have 6 prizes and you've got to get 6, but you might not be getting 6. So what if some are prized? So we go with 7 here. So that just seems, I like 7. I like 7 in the deck, case prize. You know, 2 are prized, then you're down to just 5. You know, and you better have Viridian Forest, or you're going to have to waste your Smooth Over and your Instruct to find an energy when you could be finding something else more valuable. So keep that in mind. That's why I like 7. So there it is. There's the deck. I know it's probably a Pokedad version. It's not optimized in any way for an expert Granbull player, which I am not. Hopefully I've made that abundantly clear that I am not the go-to player for Granbull by any means. So take it for what you will. If you want a consistent, easier on the brain Granbull version, then play this by all means. If you're wanting the PhD version of Granbull, then look up Tord's list or Pendarvis's list or Altavila's list or something like that if you're wanting like optimal expert level Granbull, because I'm not your guy for that. But you know what? If you build this and you play it, you're going to see that it's super consistent and it's a lot easier, less stressful. You're going to get your hand down to 0 almost 90, probably 95 to 98% of the time. Just with these card choices that I've chosen, it's going to help in that regard. So take it for what you will. Hope you enjoyed. Try it out. If you're looking to lightly test the water of Granbull, then this is a perfect starting point. If you're expert level Granbull, then just blow it off. Pokedad's ridiculous. He's silly. So go whichever path you want. And until next time, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.